Hey everybody, we're out here today at the Seattle Boat Show. We've got the 35-foot pole cabin behind us called Finntastic. We're gonna do a walk through the boat today and show you all the great features on this layout. Why don't you follow me on board? So starting here at the back of the boat, the most noticeable thing at the Seattle Boat Show this year was the V12 600s behind me. Everybody had to stop to take a photo with them. On this hull, we're in the high 60s as far as speed goes. It's a fantastic package. The 2-speed automatic transmission is a wonderful thing. It's kind of like driving a Volvo inboard IPS system. It just doesn't have any clunking to and from gears when you're using the joystick itself. One of the great features about this boat now with this engine package is because the power heads don't move, we added these extensions to the back deck of the boat. So you can stand back here, we undermount the ladder on the other side. It makes it real easy to get to the dinghy rack system as we've seen in the past on our boats. Just gives us more deck space. Coming up on board the boat here, you can see the shade system. So on this boat, this is the first time we've done it, where we welded on these extra rod holders, and the client purchased the Taco Marine carbon fiber posts here. Great system. They lock into the rod holders, so they're not going to come out when you're underway, even though we recommend that you really don't have this up when you leave the dock. This is something you'll put up at the dock, create a big area for shade. But what's so great is the height is perfect for us. And so on this boat, now that we have this big deck, we have a cooler storage back here, great place to lash one down. And you know what you can do back here is you can barbecue. So when you're at the dock, you're cooking, the family can be inside the boat, they're hanging out. And this barbecue system, let's say you wanted to move it around. We have these burn-a-wins on board, which you've seen on most of our boats so far, but they're spaced out equally throughout the sides and the back, so that we can move the equipment as necessary to set us up for the day for the activities we're going to do. This boat was the first time we have done the burn-a-win black table. So a special request of the client. It turned out really neat. So this is something we're going to offer more to clients that want to do it. Talk to the manufacturer specifically this week about getting this more in stock for us. With the 35 layout, you've seen this on the last boat, and this is going to be the standard layout for this hull. Double facing benches, forward and aft, with a table between, and a flip up door window combo system. We love it because it makes the boat so big, but when the weather's tough, you can close this up and keep the boat isolated from the weather. The bench seating is nice. On this one, we actually raised it up. Normally this would be a little lower, but the client asked us to raise this up for more storage, which it has. Plenty of great storage. On one of the upcoming boats, this is going to be a little lower, and then the table is going to move over, and so you could actually put the table down to make this a big lounge as well. So that's just something that we can work with you on the fine details. On the left there, you're going to see the connection points for the engine for the flushing system. This has the Reverso outboard flushing system, so you can connect your dock hose, or we can connect it up to the freshwater tank on board the boat to let you flush the engines right from the boat if you desired to. As you look up above here, you're gonna first off see this big TV. So on this boat, it was a custom request of the client that we did HDMI outlets throughout the boat. We have 3 locations that this TV can be located to. For the boat show, we've got 2 TVs on board set up. They're all connected to the HDMI setup, and we're running through the Apple TV box that's located in the port side helm. This client's going to use Wi-Fi to connect to that allows him to stream live TV. We also, behind the TV, have the Garmin rear deck camera. So the GC200, clearly the TV's there, blocks a little bit, but you know what? The TV's not going to live there full time. And then we added the joystick system from Mercury. They're still the only manufacturer that lets us add a joystick secondarily on the back deck and just a joystick. The other brands do require a full helm. Below the joystick, we have our hot water, stainless steel Oscilati 3/16 deck shower that can pull out, rinse off the kids, rinse off the dog if you like. Fresh water connection here, drawer unit for storage. We located the trash can outside the boat on this one. And then a nice countertop that you can set things on for entertainment. Bring out the snacks, set them here. You can go back to the galley, keep working, preparing whatever meal you're working on. Stepping in board the cabin here, you're gonna see this really neat headliner system. We have the white as well as RGB lights. And we can change this or we can put on auto. Kind of a fun touch. Again, this was a custom request for the client for the build. Something we can work with you guys on though too. If you really want to, you can put both on and split the difference with the light. Big single handrail right down the middle. And then we didn't do a hatch on this boat. Some clients asked for hatches. One of the next boats in production is gonna have a full glass sunroof in this boat, which will be the first time we have done that in a 35-foot cabin model. Something that we can do for you though. You'll see all the shades. So all along this boat, we've got rolled up shades right now. They allow us to black out the cabin completely when you're sleeping. The table in the main cabin here converts. This drops down. The backrest cushion behind us here goes on top of it to create a second day bed. And then we've got storage. You know, this is a big countertop space, a lot of storage throughout. One of the custom requests too that the client asked was to put the microwave here. Oftentimes we'll put that down below in the lower cuddy area and make this one big cabinet for storage. But in this case, he wanted the microwave here, so we did that. Again, another TV with the HDMI outlets located right next to it. Everything moves and swivels and slides, and because it's on a ram mount system, you can have a longer extension if you wanted to. A lot of versatility in that. Single basin sink, UV water filter system, pull out on the faucet. VMAR switching throughout, red and white lights, and dimming. On this one we did refrigerator, but we can do refrigerator, freezer. That's just a question we'll ask when we're building the vessel. And then we've got our traditional seating for this boat. We've got the X8 pedestal from Shocks. We have the Shockwave seat with the slider combo unit. Beauty of this is you can move the seat as well as turn the seat around. Enjoy the space with your visitors on board. We did some nice touches on this boat too. We added some Corian on both sides along the driver and passenger seats. And then we set up with this really great 12 volt and 110 panel system. We're monitoring input voltage, we're monitoring output voltage from the inverter, as well as our house system. And then we just did, this was the first boat with the BEP smart battery management setup, which is a great system. We're gonna do that a lot more. It also is C-Zone integrated if you did want to go to the C-Zone system. This client, he went with 3 12-inch Garmin displays at the helm. It's a nice setup, gives you a lot of versatility. You can do a lot of things with it. We integrated into the Mercury system as well. So instead of having a separate display for the engines, with the SmartCraft Connect now for Mercury, you can go right into the Garmin network and bring it up right on the main display. Obviously we've got a joystick here as well for the main helm. We've got our zip wake system, auto anchor and counter, you know, your VHF, your 215, and then our searchlight. And then this one has one great new feature. First time we've done it on the throttle setup. It's the new Mercury control with the screen built into it, and that's a cool new feature from them that we like. And of course the seat with the flip up design. We've got 8 inches of suspension travel. It's just one of our favorite ways to do it. Moving down into the cuddy, you're gonna find 2 big bunks. You're gonna see the table on the side here, or the sink on the side there with some storage. And then down below, you're gonna see the 2 big bunks with our backrests. So these are the backrests that fill in to create one big bed down here. Underneath this cushion right now, we are storing our aluminum plates. These plates slide out and they create the fillers for the bed down here. Added an additional rail at the request of the client. We have one more RAM mount down here with HDMI hookups for the TV, so the TV can come down here and you can lay in your bunk, or the kids could come down here and hang out for the day and they can enjoy the TV. And then we have our handrail to walk out to the bow, and like our other boats, the bow door folds down. We have our windlass system below that step. We have our wash off for the anchor system, and then our anchor chain locker below. But one of the great things about this cabin boat is all the storage, all the overhead storage in this boat. It's great. We have a mirror system that we purchased with some lights in it, really nice little touch. And then we have our toilet. So we have our stand-up head. We can put a shower in that as well for clients. If they prefer to have a shower in there, we can do that. We just change the vinyl for a cook paneling. So yeah, as you start to come back into this main cabin here, you're gonna see the beauty of the boat. The layout, it just flows all the way through. It makes the boat feel open and big. You can do lots of things though, and it's zoned out so that you can do different stuff. You can cook out here, entertain here, cook in there, hang out with family. So it's a fun boat. Thank you for taking a look today. If you guys have any questions, you know how to reach us. info@inventecmarine.com. Take care, everybody.